Hi, this is Angela with the Leadership Coach Group, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to one of our coaches, Neelima. Neelima, thank you for taking time to meet with me today.
Hi, Angela. Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
I'm looking forward to learning more about your coaching style and sharing that with our clients. Can you help tell us about that?
Sure. I adapt my coaching style to the person I'm coaching. A lot of my clients are quite senior. They're vice presidents, directors, and they're very smart. They're very driven. With them, I would create awareness and insights through reflection. I would help them double click on what they're truly seeking, what is getting in their way, and how far they're willing to go to meet that need of theirs. But sometimes I find that my clients need to show up differently in the world, and I'm happy to help them practice that. So, for example, how they show up in a meeting, if they need to stand up to a tough boss, or call out bad behavior, especially if it is coming from, somebody senior to them, or how do they present a business case. I would help them practice that with me, and create those new neural pathways and get the confidence to actually go out in the world and do what they want to do. If I happen to be working with somebody for whom I feel that their experience or their exposure doesn't equip them to have a different vantage point, then with their permission, I would mentor them. So I flex depending on who I'm working with.
I know that you mentioned many senior vice presidents or senior level people. Is it typically corporate clients that you have?
Yes, majority of my clients are corporate clients.
And tell me a little bit about your background before you became a coach.
So I studied economics and management accounting and project management later. So I was a financial planning and analysis and a decision support person for the longest time. And then technology changed the way we work, and I switched over to service delivery management, project management, strategy and its implementation. I did operations also for some time, and I worked for global organizations like EY, Global Delivery Services, KPMG, Infosys, and the likes. And I had the privilege, I had the opportunity to lead large teams and large projects, and I got a chance to coach and mentor many people.
And was that your inspiration for becoming a coach?
That is a very interesting story. I became interested in coaching around 2014-15 timeframe, when the organization that I worked for started encouraging us to adopt coaching as our leadership style. So they introduced us to coaching, and I became curious. It just intrigued me, and I studied the subject more. And initially, I used those skills on myself. I started with self-coaching, and then later I started coaching my team, and started using the concepts in general conversations. And finally, in 2020, I made the plunge and became a full-time coach. So that's my story.
Thank you for sharing that. And tell me a little bit about clients that you connect with, or how you connect with your clients.
I think my corporate experience of, working with world-class organizations, doing large projects, leading large teams, working with people across the world, doing high-pressure jobs, I think that helps me connect with my clients. I have lived in the world that they are a part of, and I have confronted the challenges that are confounding them today. And I think that gives me my unique ability to connect with them.
And you are located in India, is that correct?
Yes, that's true.
And tell me where most of your clients are located.
Thanks to technology, my clients, I work with people globally. And I'm very grateful for that. Having worked with people globally all my life, it is very important for me. My clients come from India, but a large number of them are also from Indian communities settled in the US, in Canada, in Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Singapore, Hong Kong, of course, people from Thailand. So, if I look at the spectrum, my client base is in India, in the North Americas, in Middle East, and APAC. I consider myself very lucky that I get to work with people from all over the world.
And very culturally diverse, I'm sure.
Yes. I would though say that majority of them are Indians who have gone and settled there. Mm-hmm. So I think it is that sweet spot of my experience working with global organizations, working with people all over the world, but coming from Indian origin, which creates that sweet spot.
Awesome. And tell me something that you are passionate about that you'd like to do outside of coaching whenever you aren't working.
I love to go for nature walks, long walks. I love long walks. That's how I also clear my head. Whenever I can, I go for short hikes, and I love to do yoga, and I make sure that I make time for my yoga and my meditation practice.
Very nice. Well, it was a pleasure learning more about you. Thank you for sharing, and I look forward to being able to connect you with our clients.
Thank you, Angela. Thank you for doing this with me.